Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. We're going to be going over something that's so important for you to unlock your feminine energy and really just heal, because in today's society there is so much hurt, there is so much trauma, there are so many blocked emotions that are not coming out and not allowing women to be feminine and allowing women to just be themselves and feel at peace, feel present, and feel in their power. So today we're going to be restoring that to you. So this is going to be a more emotional and very deep episode because this is such an important topic. So if you can, I want you to journal and take notes on what we go over in this episode, and if you're not able to do that, just come back to this when you can. If you're new here, hi, my name is Carissa. It's nice to meet you. On this channel we talk about all things feminine, all things fitness, and just leveling up to become the best version of yourself that you can possibly be. So if that sounds like something you are interested in, make sure you hit the subscribe button and follow my Instagram so that way you can stay up to date with me, and reach out to me if you have any video requests or if you are interested in coaching. So the first thing that I want us to talk about when we're trying to release stored emotion, release trauma, and step into a healed feminine state is one, calming your spirit. You need to calm yourself, because so many times people will run away from their emotions. They will try to keep themselves busy just to avoid how they're feeling and the things that they've gone through, and they aren't sitting and processing. They're not calming down, and they're just always busy, and this does not give your body a chance to process anything that has gone through. In the last year, I have had a lot of my traumas resurface through friendships, through my relationship, and just the way that I view myself. And there has been so much inner work and healing that I can confidently say that I don't even know who I was a year ago. I don't know that person. And I'm in a place now where I just feel so much peace and I feel so myself. And that would not have come without doing the inner work and correcting my spirit. So one way to calm yourself is going to therapy. I truly believe in therapy. I am still in therapy. I don't ever plan on stopping therapy as long as I'm alive, because I think that as people we can always grow. No one is perfect. I'm sitting here as a flawed human being, but I'm sharing my experiences with you so that way I can help you grow and help you receive healing and help you become the best version of yourself. But therapy is something that has helped me process the things that I've been through and process a lot of my trauma, a lot of my grief, and grow into a different person because I could understand myself better. There were a lot of things that I went through I didn't really understand. I didn't really understand why I went through them, and going to therapy helped me understand why I took certain actions, why my body was fighting against me, why I was in survival mode for so long. When we're stepping into our femininity, we need to get out of survival mode, because when you're in survival mode, you will act against yourself. Your body will act against itself in order to survive. So going to therapy, I definitely recommend this. There's a YouTuber that I listened to that had a video about this meditation that her therapist took her through. And I'm gonna take you through it in case you've never heard this before, because it is just so powerful. It's not even meditation, it's more so just a visualization, so that way you can understand yourself, calm yourself down to see where you're at. So we're gonna go into this visualization. So I want you to just close your eyes and take a deep breath and just sit with yourself for a few seconds. And I want you to imagine that you are on a trail. And I want you to imagine that you are walking through this trail. You hear the waterfall. You smell the water, and you continue walking down the trail. You then see that there is an empty house, and you can imagine however you want this house to look like. Imagine if it has one story, if it has two stories, and you see that the door is wide open. You walk through the door of the house and you walk into the kitchen. As you walk into the kitchen, you see that there is a stack of bowls. on the counter. Take a deep breath. You see that there is one bowl in particular that stands out to you the most, and it is by itself. And you look inside. Now, when you look into this bowl, you're going to see a word that stands out to you. And this word represents something that you missed and that you were missing growing up when you were a child. I want you to feel this word. And I want you to take the time that you need to see how this word has been something that you have been wanting for a long time. What was it that your body was craving? This may be a feeling of safety. For me, I know it was bravery. This could be confidence. This could be love. But I want you to really think about what it is that you feel you are missing and allow yourself to feel. You need to sit with yourself and feel. And however this shows up in your body, allow it to happen. After you have your word and you've thought about it, and you can see the connection between your past self and your present self, I want you to take a minute and absorb this. I want you to really think about how this is impacting your now, because what we didn't get as children impacts how we respond and how we react as adults. So moving on to the next thing that we need to do for your deep inner healing and moving on from old traumas and stored emotions, you need to be able to come to terms with where you are at and not run away from your emotions and your feelings. Journaling prompts is something that has truly changed my life and has really helped me, because I think in our heads we already know how we're feeling, and when we journal something out, it can give us a better idea of what we're actually feeling, and the words on paper really come to life for us, and it is such an important part of healing. And I think a lot of people, they don't want to admit that they need fixing. They don't want to admit that there are traumas in their past that are impacting them now. They have this pride or superiority complex, if you will, about there's nothing wrong with me and I'm completely fine. My life is perfectly fine. I might be sad here and there, but
I'm perfectly okay. And
there doesn't have to be something wrong with you. You don't have to be insane. You don't have to be crazy to go to therapy. You don't have to be crazy or insane to journal out prompts to figure out what traumas you need to heal, because if you don't heal your traumas now, they're going to show up in future relationships. You could ruin so many relationships with a potential husband, with a amazing friendship, just because traumas can resurface and make you feel unsafe, even if you are in a safe situation. And this can show up as self-sabotage. If you want to learn how self-sabotage can impact your life and how to overcome that, I also have a video on that, so make sure that you subscribe and check out that video as well. Something that really helps with releasing blocked emotions or trauma is also going to be dancing. Practicing dancing and taking dance lessons, flowing with your body, is something that truly helps your body release stored emotion. Even if you think to yourself, oh, I'm not a good dancer right now, or I don't know how to dance, everyone will make fun of me. Everyone starts at zero. And until you can overcome that self-conscious belief, emotions in your body will feel trapped, because you're not allowing yourself to be authentic in who you are and authentic in your movements. When we go back to our childlike selves and we can do something as free-flowing as dancing, it releases so much blocked emotion within you. I can't even tell you how different I feel when I dance. I love it. The first time I ever danced was in senior year. I was in a dance class, I was in a ballet class, and it truly freed up a part of me I did not know I needed to be unlocked. The next thing that we want to do is make sure that you're educating yourself so that way you can become more self-aware. A lot of people are so unaware, so unconscious, and they just see things for face value. They don't understand the deeper meaning behind situations. They don't understand what is really happening to them. They just see it as, oh, whatever, this just happened and I just did that, so it's fine, it's whatever. But really, there's so many deeper meanings behind why things happen, and we never look at those things, and that can hold us back from a lot. So educating yourself on mental health, the psychology of things, can really help. There's a book that I want to recommend There's actually two. So The Psychology of People is something that I think will really help you guys out to understand why people do what they do and how to read other people, basically. The next one that I really want you guys to look into is The Power of Now. This book is so amazing. It is a very high-level book. There are a lot of terms in there that are not usually said in common conversation, so it might be a little hard to understand. So it's definitely going to be something that, it's not a very big book, but because it's so deep and it helps you so intensely, I definitely recommend only reading 1 to 2 pages a day and seeing how you can implement that in your daily life. Because if you just read through it, you're not going to really understand it. And also go through this book and highlight it. One of the most important sentences in this book that I have read so far is the present moment is all you will ever have. The present moment is the only thing you will ever have. So you have to stop holding on to the past. You have to stop holding unforgiveness. You have to stop holding trauma. You have to let go. When you let go, it's not for anyone else. When you let go, it's not for another person. It's not because another person deserves it. It's not because you're allowing certain situations or people to just walk all over you. It is because you are healing. When you hold unforgiveness in your heart and when you are constantly dwelling on the past relationships, past friendships, past anything, you internally only hurt yourself. Other people are too concerned with how they feel to even consider how they made you feel. And sadly, that's just the world that we live in. The more unforgiveness you hold towards someone, that doesn't just magically make them want to feel sorry. It's just not. And you can't sit around for years waiting for an apology you may never get. So you need to let go. Every time we dwell on the past and the future, we are denying the present, and we are denying ourselves the ability to feel true happiness and joy. So there are a couple podcasts that I do want to recommend. The Lewis Howes podcast is an amazing podcast on psychology and really understanding yourself and other people. I also really recommend the Jay Shetty podcast. I know there's a lot of controversy around Jay Shetty at the moment, but to be very honest with you, he was a very big part of my healing journey. A very big part of my healing journey because I was able to understand myself and others better. So I don't want to discredit the help that Jay Shetty's podcast has given me because I truly believe that his podcasts are so transformational and I really do love them. So the next thing that we're going to do to release these stored emotions and trauma is using exercise release or physical release. So something that I used to do when I was extremely angry or really hurt by something someone did to me or something that would happen within my family, I would go to the gym and I would run. I would run and I would work out and lift extremely heavy so that way I could release these emotions. And it would be to the point I would start crying because when you overly exert yourself and when you push yourself to the limit, your body does not have room or the ability to hold on to these stored blocks anymore. You are pushing yourself. You are pushing yourself. There are studies done on how exercise can impact your mental health, your mental clarity, and releasing trauma. You could also try something as empowering as martial arts or boxing, anything like that that will help you to release these emotions and come to terms with how you are feeling. You have to have some type of release. Another thing that I do is if I'm not in a place where I'm able to do that, I will literally just shake my hands, I will shake my shoulders, and I will try to release this emotion because if you do not let go of these emotions, they will turn into resentment. And you're just holding this within yourself. And when you hold on to this energy, other people are going to be able to see that and feel that energy aura around you. I really hope that this video helped you guys out, and remember to subscribe down below and check out the description for some free resources, and remember that you are not alone and that this is a journey and it is a process, but do not ever give up on yourself. Show up for yourself every day. Every single day, show up for yourself and the change will come. And I'm so excited to see that for you. I'll see you guys in the next video. I love you guys. Bye.